Coffee in a paper cup, thumb on the roadside. Old sins try to catch me up. Sun burning halos through a cracked and dirty windshield. Thought I was empty, he was riding in the front seat still. I was lost on the highway, now I'm breathing. I was broke in the bones, now I'm beating. I walked out of that graveyard bleeding. Came alive in the fire. I found my freedom. Faded denim jacket, smelled like smoke and second chances. Sleeping by the train tracks, counting cars instead of answers. Every mile a question, every night a busted prayer. Then a quiet in my chest, man, like somebody else was there. I laid my shame down in the dust. He picked it up, turned us to trust. I screamed at the sky, got silence. Then a song felt a hand on my shoulder, like I'd been there all along. But the chains stay on the ground. Got a flame in my throat, every word is a better sound. If you're stuck in the dark, come walk beside me. Friend, there's a wild mercy running all the way to the end. Hanging low in my mind, I at the side, reading the same old story, trying to see my own life inside. I'm a stone in the river, you're the water running through. I keep sinking down forever, still I'm carried back to you. When the night feels like forever and my doubts all come unglued, I'm a stone in the river, but I'm rolling back to you. Your picture's still nailed to the drywall, crooked like the way that I pray. Every word tastes like gravel till your name smooths it away. I've been walking these hurt hard highways, bare feet on burning tar. Every mile feels like the same town, but I keep chasing your star. Every wound I'm hiding still points me back to you. Clay sand, old map tearing in my shaking hand. Sunburned horizon like a burning crown. I leave my shadows in that nameless town. Dust on the altar, fire in my chest, highways to him. guest. Every mile closer to whatever's above. I'll lay my chains down, pick my freedom up. Dust on the altar, and I'm rising. Bottle in the ditch, cross on the hill. Radio flickers, but my head is still. Crows in the fence line, watching me pass through. I trade my old rules for a sky this blue. Dust on the altar, fire in my chest. Highway's a hymn, I'm the restless guest. Every mile closer to whatever's above. I'll lay my chains down, pick my freedom up. Dust on the altar, dust on the altar. I ask the silence, won't you answer me? Then the thunder rolled in harmony. Tires sang in tongues, wind spoke my name, felt a hand on the wheel. Inside the flame, bust on the altar, boots on the ground. If faith is a road, then I'm homeward bound. Bust on the altar, dust on the altar. Woke up in the wreckage, ash in my teeth, name on a bottle, dust on the sea. I run every red light, burn through my days, chasing the short fix, losing my way. Then the ground started shaking in the quiet of my shame. Heard a thunder in my ribcage like it called my name. I walked through a river made of fire, came out shining, came out higher. I was broken, I was tired, I was done. Then you lit up my lungs like the sun. I walked through a river made of fire. Now I'm singing with the holy choir. I was dead in the dark, now I burn in the light. I'm alive tonight. Old friends at the bar stool, ghosts in the glass, stories we told, my shoulder like a runaway train. Pull me clean from the corner, right out of my shame. Now my scars keep on shining like they're telling what you've done. Every line is a line in this new song I've become. Middle of the night, I remember that water and the blaze in your eyes. Every step, every stumble, you were there in the smoke, ripping chains off my chest, breathing fire into hope. put fire in my eyes. Need a little mercy. Dust on the dash, map folded in half, coffee stains on the seat, name tag hanging on my key. My marker signs fade like old headlines. Every town a different face, same old runaway tales. These are the roads I had to take, every turn, every heartbreak, chasing a feeling I can't quite name, losing pieces, finding faith. I ain't lost, I'm just old tired, same four walls, same old fear. Coffee gone cold on the table, bills and blame in my mirror. Hands still stained from all the plans that fell through. I keep dragging this old chain like it's brand new. Every step I take feels like fighting through the mud. I'm so worn down, but I still taste blood. Ooh, you were the fire in my midnight room. You lit a path through the dust and gloom. I was a stone in my own damn shoe. You turned my stumble into something true. Said, son, that weight ain't meant for your back. You keep chasing what was nailed to an old wood rack. I've cursed my name and I've cursed the sky above. Still you stayed, didn't flinch from my break me open, pull me through, yeah. Shoe, yeah. But I'm walking on, walking on with you, with you. Shoe, yeah. But I'm walking on with you. Incense curling from the dashboard, dust dancing when you are near. Old book open on the table, pages flutter like they're alive, lines glowing on the margins, stories older than my pride. Sky opens like an eyelid, stars hanging from a velvet thread. I swear I hear you in the spaces between every word I've said. I chased you into temples, I chased you into smoke, I chased you into hours. I broke and broke and broke, but you are in the footsteps. You were in the tear, you were in the cracked voice, saying I'm here. Woke up on a mattress, springs poking through my back. Same far faded wall, same clock keeping track. Ashtray on the windowsill, cold coffee in the cup. Every tip, every drip, saying boy, time's up. Been bad, been broke, been buried in my doubt, but that small, rough voice inside keeps trying to shout. I'm gonna break these chains till they rust on the ground. Yeah, walk out of this cage, hear that freedom sound. behind. Boss man with his thin grin, talking like he owns my name. Punch card, one hands, paid in pocket change. Mama's old Bible got sweat-stained pages torn. She says, son, you ain't stuck, you were made for more. Got a suitcase hard packed with second track. See that first light cut right across the sky. I'm gonna break these chains till they rust on the ground. Yeah, walk out of this cage, hear that freedom sound. Step by step now, heel on the hard-packed road. Every no they ever threw turned to coal in my soul. Strike that match, let it burn, let the old ghost fade. I ain't running from the fire, I'm dancing in the flame. I'm gonna break these chains. Keep on walking, don't look back. Boots in time with my own laugh. Each breath singing, clear and rough. Heavy's time enough. Dust on the dash, map on the seat, sunburn arm hanging out over the heat. Mile after mile, white lines blur. Old denim jacket, wind in my shirt. Highway to anywhere, pedal down. I don't care, every sign's a dead of night. Windows down. Heart on fire, chasing that rising wire of a sky that says we're right. Highway to anywhere. and so do we. If the dawn keeps calling, we'll be free. We'll be free. Sun cut through that dusty room like it knew my name, knew my shame. Mash in the tray, coffee gone cold by the bed, but something in the quiet said, son, you're not dead, you're not dead. I feel the river rolling through my veins, like a choir in my bones, singing through the pain. Every scar, every wrong, every heavy breath turned into hallelujahs in this temple in my chest. I'm alive, I'm alive, oh, I'm blessed. Used to chase that midnight bottle in a half-lit bar, trading little pieces of my soul for a song and a second of applause. But grace hit like thunder, right between the smoke and the sin. I fell to my knees laughing, couldn't hold the light pouring in. I was blind, I was broken, still you pulled me through the fire. Hands up, heart open, every chord is one more prayer higher. Let the Dust on the Bible, coffee rings on the page. Been counting up my failures like the lines on my face. Knee deep in questions, elbow in the grease. Clock keeps on ticking, heart won't find its peace. But there's a hum in my chest, like a freight line calling. Every time I'm falling, it keeps us rolling, rolling. I keep on walking when the road feels broken. I keep on singing with my feet wide open. Storms may shake me, shadows call my name, but my faith stays steady as a Sunday train. Yeah, my faith stays steady as a Sunday train. Boss says work harder, bank says not enough. Friends turn into strangers when the times get tough. Hands stained with failure, eyes red from the night. Still I strike that matchstick, chasing one more light. 'Cause there's a fire in my bones and it won't stop burning. Every lost hard lesson keeps this wheel turning, turning. I've been down on the cold church floor, talking to the silence, begging for more. Then a small voice rises right through the pain. Son, you're not alone here, leaning to my finally came. I got a highway in my name, rolling like thunder through my veins. Every mile I burn, another chain I break. I was born for this. I was born for this. I got a highway in my name, and I ain't looking back again. Old steel bridge in the rear view, ghost towns in my eyes. Left all my doubts at a truck stop, didn't even say goodbye. Scars on my knuckles, laugh lines deep in my face. Took every hit that they threw me, turned it into grace. I hear my future in the engine, low and loud it calls. All those maybe one day whispers, now they're shaking off the stranger in a body that wasn't mine, till I tore down that mirror, one crack at a time. Now the sky's wide open and my fears run dry. If there's a line I'm crossing, it's the one I drew inside. Coffee's gone cold, ash in the tray. Same old headline, saying nothing today. Tea preacher, selling some cure, but my hands still shake and my doubts endure. I've tried every scripture, every sweet escape. Still I'm staring down that empty space. I'm on this gravel road of meaning, bare feet, skin and bones still bleeding. If there's a fire that's real, burning through what I feel, I need a truth that cuts, not something easy. Gravel road to meaning, come and meet me. Mama said, boy, just bow your head. Daddy found comfort at the bottom instead. I carved my questions in a bathroom stall, hoping some stranger had answered them all. I've chased every promise, every silver phrase, but the mirror won't believe on the cold ground, face stained with yesterday, heart heavy like a sermon that I never heard them say. Tore the pages from my story, held the matches in my hand. Then a quiet voice inside me said, "This is where you stand." I've been crawling through the shadows, chasing every broken dream. Now the morning cracks the window and the light pours over me. I rise from the ashes, feel the fire in my veins. Every scar on my body turning into golden chains. I'm done with the darkness, I'm walking through the flame. I rise from the ashes, I'll never be the same. Dust shaking off my shoulders, boots pounding through the rain. Old ghosts in the rear view, fading out like a stain. There's a choir in the engine, singing mercy as I drive. Every mile I'm leaving, another dead weight behind. I've been drowning in the silence, in a storm of wasted years. Now dust on the Bible, crease in the page, coffee on the counter, sun on my face, old wooden floorboards singing along to every little doubt, falling quiet, gone. It feels like heaven in the headlights, right here, right now. I see something bigger in the plain things pouring down all over me. I thought I had to climb a mountain, but you sat down in this chair. It feels like heaven in the headlights, just to know that you are here. Starts whistling, rain taps the glass, clock hand is ticking, but I'll let it pass. Breathing in mercy, breathing out fear, in a space between heartbeats. I swear I feel you near, and I don't need thunder to know that you speak. You show up in the smallness, make a lion out of the meek. Hands on the table, I no more to sunrise. Just a torn up seat and these wild eyes. Hey, 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 I'm alive. Kick dust, kick doubt, kick chain. Let the world fade out in the mirror's frame. If this is madness, let it stay. In my